Hey guys, what is up today? This is Dalsu with Dalsu Plays, back with some more Banished, and we're in No Anastasia. I've been off for a little while, haven't been playing. Had a little half marathon I ran, not to brag too much, but, well, I mean, I was pretty slow, but I finished it anyway. It took up a lot of my time in terms of training, and then it took a long time to run, 2.5 hours almost. And then it took a long time to drink beer and do nothing while I recovered, but I'm feeling pretty good now. Finally, and I'm back into sitting in my underwear and playing computer games, exactly where I want it to be. So we're having a little bit of problems. I actually did a little bit of stuff off screen because I felt like it was kind of dragging there a little bit, so I let about a year tick by. During that year, we kind of started to run out of food a little bit, but it looks like we're okay for the moment. I want to build a new wharfing ship. I don't know if a wharfing ship is going to work here or not because it is not connected to the main river. So I'm just testing it to see if it'll work. I also put a new fishing dock in, 2 new fishing docks, and 2 new hunting blinds to try to, fix some of this food problem that we're having. I've also got quite a bit of cows now, quite a bit of milk, and should start getting some beef from them as they get slaughtered. So I'm hopeful about the future. Our population has never really completely rebounded from the great tornado of 100 or whatever it was. Meanwhile, I cannot get enough whale blubber to expand, to get the lamp oil that I need to expand my mines. So that's another incentive for why I'm building this wharfing ship, if and when it ever gets done. What are we low on? We're low on tools. We can't seem to get enough tools. We can't seem to get enough things to wear either, despite having a large smithy, 2 large smithies. How many large smithies do we have? We've got that one. We'll have to zoom back over here. I know we have at least 2 over here, don't we? Okay, I'm completely disoriented. All right, here's our first one. That's the first one that we ever built. And he's got only 1 person working for him. So let's give him a second person. A second person working for him. And you too, you need a second person. All right, so hopefully that'll help a little bit with the tools. I'm not so sure. We don't want to run out of tools. If we run out of clothes for a little bit, it's not the end of the world. We are getting a lot of cold people. I think it's just because they're so far away from everything. Of course, we don't have enough stone because we can't extend our mine. So we're having all sorts of problems right now. We're going to go ahead and speed this up. I'd like to get this wharfing ship done. So we're going to let a couple days elapse here and see what happens over there. We've got 32 laborers and 15 builders. You'd think they'd get stuff done in a quicker fashion, but I suppose we may be missing some bricks. Oh, there's the bricks. Okay, so everything's ready now, so we can just sit back and wait for the builders to get there. Yeah, right, it takes forever. Still don't have enough ducks to get some duck breast. Okay, we got these fishing docks that need to be built as well. These hunting blinds that need to be built as well. So our builders are going to be busy for a little while. All 15 of them. Going back and forth and doing all that. Let's see. It looks like this one might get done sooner. No. I don't know why they choose to prioritize these buildings, but, because I built them after the shipping wharf. But they're closer, I guess, whatnot. We've also got this pathway that they have to build. So they got plenty to do, Just got to check my recorder. I had it on for a minute, was talking away, and then realized it wasn't recording, and I was talking to myself, which there's nothing wrong with, But I prefer to be talking to you guys if I had my choice in the matter. I don't know. I guess we're getting pretty close to the harvest now, so we're down to about 9. But we're gonna have to start fixing this situation. We've apparently overgrown our food supply somehow. I think it might have something to do with the fact that our livestock got wiped out pretty good by a storm, by a tornado. And so did some of our orchards. They got wiped out by various things. But now they should be producing pretty good. All of them. Huh? Okay. Yeah? It's like everything's producing pretty good. We're getting down pretty low. I use that word pretty a little bit too much. Alright, I should probably plant a new crop here. It's not where I would ideally plant one, but we could do more orchards and more livestock, but they take so long to get to come to fruition, so to speak. This storage warehouse is not full, even though it kind of should be, really. By all means, should be full. Well, I guess we'll at least let them finish their fishing docks and assign some fishermen. There we go. See if we can find fishermen on here. It should be easy, you know, alphabet and all. Here we go, 20 out of 20. I don't know how much these guys will produce, but hopefully it'll help a little bit, and we will connect the road. We'll do the right thing here. And what the hell, I might use this area. Got a little bit of a ridge here because of our... We'll have to flatten that out if we want it to be proper. Boom. Boom. Yeah, get that all flattened out good. Get the ridge out of it. Okay. No, apparently that's not the right tool. This is. Okay. Alright, now that that's done, tie in some mossy road. And what the hell, I'm just going to do a field or two over here. Make sure we're okay for the foreseeable future. Like to do some 11 by 11s if possible. So that's what everyone tells me you should do. You know what, I'll just extend it out to right here. And then I'll do another one on the inside that goes to about right here. And that'll be nice. We'll plant, what the hell, we'll plant soybeans here, and we'll plant some kale here. Healthy stuff, you know. And we'll hire some more farmers. We have the people to do this, no big deal. Alright, so those will get planted and keep us from getting down this low again. 3,000 is pretty scary, actually. But the harvest is starting now, right? Apparently the harvest is now going on. And we're fighting against, fighting a kind of losing battle here. It's a little bit scary. But, why did I close that again? Damn it. I'm getting better about it, but I still do it. Let's slow down the speed a little bit. Watch what happens. These guys are not going to be planted this year, obviously. But the farmer, I mean the fisherman, whatever, should start right away, and so should you. Really? Why am I, that can't be right. What are you guys called again? You're called a builder. Oh, because it's not done yet. I see. That's why. I'm increasing the amount of builders without even realizing it. How about our wharfing ship? Is it any closer to being done? It's got all of its materials, but the builders seem to be preoccupied at the moment. Anyway, we got a new fisherman. He's going to bring in some fish. And we got this new fisherman as well. He's going to bring in some new fish. So, hopefully... I mean, they don't bring in that much, do they? What do they bring in? Like a couple thousand? My first fisherman over here. He brings in not much, like 700. 700 is a year or a season? Is it just a season, right? Yeah, it's a season. Okay, so that helps. I don't know. That feeds 6 or 7 people, doesn't it? Maybe. Stone is low, of course. Probably because I'm telling them to build all these roads in here. What about you? You're not done yet. You're not done yet. You are done. Okay. I think we're going to survive yet another year. And these guys will get planted, feed a few more folks. And hopefully we can get some beef without having our cows constantly dying from the plague. I'm really definitely turning off disasters next time. A lot of pumpkins getting killed by the frost. I think the field is just too big. It doesn't matter how many workers, how many farmers or how many laborers or how close the barn is. It doesn't matter. They lose a lot of pumpkins through the frost. So I've learned my lesson. No more huge fields like that. It's terribly inefficient. I'm not doing that anymore. Smaller fields broken up by a road seems to work a lot better. You see all these got cleared perfectly. A long time ago, actually. Alright, so that's going to bring us up to about 20, and we'll survive another year. Barring any major disasters. We'll go ahead and speed this up through the winter, I think. Let our population grow a little bit. Still, we're kind of back to where we were pre-tornado levels of workers. Of adult workers, anyway. And our population still seems to be growing in terms of children. Would like to build some more houses, but there's so many other things my builders are working on right now. I'm a little bit afraid. Plus, the amount of stone we have is kind of crap. We will be able to fix that if we ever get our whale place done and it actually works where it is. Then we'll be able to hopefully get more lamp oil. Have you been working on it? A little bit. I've done some dabbling. 400 labor is a lot, so we'll be a little patient about that. As we let the winter pass, clothing just never seems to be enough. We have fixed the tool problem. Apparently putting 2 blacksmiths in each shop has totally fixed that issue, so no more tool problem. We'll probably want to build another tailor, I guess, is the only option. I think that's what's capping us, is the lack of tailors. We could make sure we have 2 tailors in each place. I know I have 2 over here, don't I? In the clothier. Not tailor. He doesn't have any, what is it? Linen. But we have so much linen. Anyway, he should do fine. 14,000 food, and it's just about halfway through the winter time. We can hire a new hunter. That will help a little bit. How about you? Are you bringing in lots of fish? Good. Lots of ducks? No? Fair enough. Well, they're going to get this road done here. It's going to take a lot of time and effort and stone, which we do not have much of, unfortunately. We're starting to have people get cold just on the walk. It takes so long to walk between these two. This is a good reason why you got to have... See, he's got ragged clothes. That's he needs to go get some better clothes, is all that is. We have them available, as you can see. Alright, we're at 10,000 food, and the winter is about to wear off. At which point we'll probably do a little bit more construction. I don't like doing a lot of construction during the winter time, if I can help it. Again, people freeze, people get hungry on their way to work. It's weird. We have a few people working on this. Combine the fact that it's so far away from everything and that it requires an insane amount of labor. We pretty much can't do anything except for be patient on that. I mean, we could assign more builders. I don't know how much it would help. Okay, we're going to plant our new fields now. Looks like we are. Should we do another barn? Where's the closest barn? Here it is. It's looking pretty stocked full. Also got some storage stuff up here. Meat locker. And we probably need a magazine somewhere here. But that's going to require a lot of stone that we don't have. I think we wait. I think we wait for the wharf and ship. I think we're going to have enough food now. Now that we're planting this. And that we've got these extra fishermen, extra, hunters, who are not seeming to get anything right now. Why are you not giving me... Why are you not giving me anything? You're worthless. Well, we'll give them a little time to see. How about the ones over here? We'll go back down to our normal speed now. Are you... You're giving me 200 duck meat per season. I assume the others are as well. Okay. 200's not great, but for one worker, I guess it does the job of giving me some meat. All throughout the season as well, hopefully. And it looks like we have enough here to start slaughtering some ducks, which is going to give us a boost to our food. We are at a kind of dangerously low spot. but the harvest is not long away. So, I'm thinking we just hold tight, maybe. We do have enough laborers and builders to where we could switch to more farms if we wanted to. We could, I don't know. We want more houses up here because that's inside of our market's range. We're going to do more houses in a line down here, but it wouldn't hurt to do maybe like down here. We could extract all these resources first of all. We could put a little collection of houses with farms around it and a barn, of course. The only thing is those houses would be outside of the market's range. Interesting question here. It's okay for the farms to be outside of the market's range, but once they get too far away, then the people are not, the labor force is not close enough to effectively kind of do them, you know. On the other hand, we could just do another market and carry on. These guys don't have firewood, seriously? There's firewood to be had right over here. Although that's not a lot. You should be producing more than that, don't you think? Anyway, we gotta keep producing more food because we are growing, despite what it seems like. We are growing continuously. We have to be on top of the food situation at all times. And I don't know. It seems like a good point to maybe just start clearing out some shit so that we'll have more room. That's a huge swath. It's going to take the laborers probably a year, but we have a lot of them, so maybe it won't take that long. We'll go ahead and speed up the time a little bit. How's our wharfing ship doing? So hard to scroll when you have the time up. 88% complete. I'm really anxious to see if this building is going to actually work or not. It's not connected to the river network, as I said. So I almost want to assume that it's not going to work. But I got to try. This is such a good spot. Suppose I've used some resources and some time to get it built that would be wasted if it doesn't work. But I'll just be able to shut it down and it won't be such a big deal. It looks like we're getting pretty close now. 3,000 food is a little bit frightening. But I have to assume that the harvest is coming up. Actually, I need to probably see what's going on because that's a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit frightening. These 2 new fields are being harvested now, right? Yeah. That's a very good thing. So we have to think this number's going to go way up now. $1,800 plums is pretty damn good. I think we'd have a lot more food, but are we having barn issues? Is that what's going on? I mean, they might just be taking him straight to market. Plenty of room in here. We're not going up quite as fast as I'd like. We haven't started to harvest the pumpkins yet, of course. I suppose the people pull out a lot of food from storage, like right before it starts to get cold. I'm not sure if that's verifiable or not, but we're definitely a bit too low for comfort. Ugh. So, probably this winter, if we're able to get this clearing done, I'll go ahead and make some new fields down here. There's a nice, lovely flat spot right here for some things, I'm thinking. And then there's always the possibility that our Wharf and ship is going to actually perform. Okay, let's go ahead and give it some workers and see what it does. Oh, it is working. Okay, great. So these things actually bring in quite a bit of food. I'm rather excited about that. It's going to provide for us through the hard times. Can also look at using this area, this space, for something. We just don't want to get too far away from our houses, I reckon. We have a lot of space for more houses down here as soon as this is cleared away. I'm a little hesitant though. But that's going to be for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been Dalsu with Dalsu Plays. I'll see you next time on Banished. I hope you'll join us. Thanks.